is why we aim to unlock the doors of opinion, unveiling the stories that need to be told. Join Omobola Sandra and Sage Babalola on the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. as we invoke the thought-provoking discussion, tackle the tough questions, challenge assumption, and give a voice to the unheard. This is the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
The Morning Express.
Good morning.
Welcome back. It's still the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Mainland Focus is what is on your airwaves at this time, a segment of the Morning Express where we take your opinion about the stories that have been reviewed earlier in the day. Now, on Thursdays, there's a little twist. For open mic, you get to choose the stories that you want to focus on, as opposed to Monday, Tuesdays, Fridays, where we pick about 2 stories for you to speak on. Well, for today, you get to determine what your focus would be. The timing is still the same. I'm talking the 2 minutes that's allotted for conversations, but then I can talk about any story, whether it be reference to the stories you spoke about this morning, or you like to give some sort of insight into a story that we had spoken about earlier in the week. Fᴜဃᴜ will be joining us, of course, very briefly to give us more insight or solidify the opinions he made earlier in the day. Before we now open the phone lines, open our social media platforms, our text message and WhatsApp platform as well, for you to send in your submissions. My name is Sage Babalola. This segment of the Morning Express is still being streamed online on our Facebook and YouTube platform at Mainland 98.3 FM or facebook.com/.3 FM. I did tell you that we'd hear from Fᴜဃᴜ very briefly before we take your opinions, so get ready to call in right after Fᴜဃᴜ speaks to us again. Fᴜဃᴜ, welcome back. Good morning.
Good morning, Sage.
Yes, please go ahead, Fᴜဃᴜ. Your focus of the morning.
Well, a lot of stories are tied together for me.
Yeah.
A lot of the stories we've reviewed today are tied together, and they all center around what we've been talking about, which is nation building. And the question around the commitment to nation building, that real commitment to our leaders understanding that, look, governance should be about the overall good of the people, not personal gains. Just their own personal gains and some of their primordial sentiments why they get into power. Because again, if you look at what we have now in the NNPCL, the reports we are getting, whether it's recovery or no recovery, subsidy or no subsidy, the fact is that, look, this is a company that should be doing far, far better for us as the people. Again, we had a comparison of what other companies of this nature in other countries, all producing nations, are doing. And you look at the NNPCL, there are still questions around corruption, lack of transparency, the opacity by which the company operates, and a whole lot of issues too, which at the end of the day cause to question the integrity of the people at the end of affairs there, and also their commitment to nation building. The same thing is what you look at with what Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is saying. Like I said earlier in the morning, of course, questions around the moral standing of the messenger to also raise questions like this, raise issues like this. Because we all know what also happened when he was vice president. There are still questions as to his own level of integrity too, as to the assignment that was given to him, to the privatization of government assets and what have you. But again, if I'm going to be taking the message, the question is, are these allegations true? And again, my response to that would be, if these allegations are true, they had better not be true. But if they are true, based on the fact that people may have that I don't have, then I only say that nothing lasts forever. There will always be a day of reckoning. And then at the end of the day, we should ask ourselves, what is the commitment level of our leaders to nation building? Are they really committed to it? Do they even understand what nation building is about? What gives them joy when they wake up in the morning realizing that they are the president, they are the vice president, Senate president, senators, governors, deputy governors? What is that thing that gives them joy? Is it, the fact that, with this position I can amass more wealth for myself, or even begin to steal what my generation unborn would not even need? Or the fact that they wake up in the morning realizing that they govern over a functional nation, a nation where things work. Look at, I woke up very early this morning to listen to the VP nominee for the Democratic Party, the DNC 2024 convention, Tʀᴜɪᴜ. And here was a man that, I listened to all of the things he said, and you cannot but be very proud to be an American. See, there's no way you're not going to be proud to say, look, I am an American. I'm also a proud Nigerian. See, I'm extremely proud to be a Nigerian. I've traveled to a number of countries in the world, a lot of choice destinations of some of these are leaders. And I ask myself, these countries are not better than Nigeria. The only thing they have better than Nigeria is just visionary leadership. Leadership that are committed to ensure that nation works. That's the only difference. For everything, we are better. God giving resources, the manpower, the weather, everything is better than these countries. So, but again, what about the commitment to building the nation? Look at Tʀᴜɪᴜ, for example, from being a school teacher to being a military veteran to being a football coach from a very remote part of the country. Now, a family man. Look at the way the son was so proud to identify with him as his father. I'm sure the son is proud of him as a VP nominee under the Democratic Party, not because of the wealth the man has been able to acquire, but by the impact he has been able to make in his community. Not in his profile did we hear that he has this mansion somewhere, he has this yacht somewhere, he has a private jet. No! Everything that was said about him today was how he has been able to impact his people. Teach as a public school teacher, military veteran, everything he has been able to do for his community was what was put on the table. And that's what he's riding on. And that's why we question the legacies of today people who come out to vote and want to destroy their party. Nobody can do this to me and this and that. It will end one day. Nothing lasts forever. Say, God bless Nigeria.
Well, thank you very much for your perspective. Let's open the phone lines and hear what people have to say. The phone line 091360000410. That's the number you call. For text message or WhatsApp messages, it's 091360000430. We're still streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM, where you can use the live chat option, I beg your pardon, to send your submissions and I'll read the message. Please, I would also like to reiterate that for the sake of conversation or for the sake of ease, try not to replicate your messages across multiple platforms. If you're sending a message on Facebook, please keep the message on Facebook. Don't send it on Facebook via WhatsApp, via text message, and suppress the messages of individuals who are commenting only once. So please choose one particular platform, and I'm talking specifically to those who send messages. If you want to use WhatsApp, use WhatsApp. If you want to send a text, send the text. If you'd rather use our streaming platform, use our streaming platform. Don't send the same messages across multiple platforms and prevent me from seeing the messages of people who have not said anything at all. Please, thank you so very much for your understanding. I'll take messages that we got earlier in the day before we go to the phones. We got messages on Facebook during the course of trends in the papers, and we have Oᴘᴇɪ Michael, who dropped a message on Facebook and said, "Hello Mainland FM, it's unfortunate that we're always quick to condemn military regime anytime it's been mentioned, which to me there's hardly any difference between military regime and this governance, following the continuous detention of protesters in police custody, despite the fact that it has been clearly stated in the Constitution that offenders should not be detained more than 24 hours before being charged to court. Tell me, where is the respect for the rule of law? This is unconstitutional and unfair. Finally, we're now indirectly paying landing costs on fuel, as vehicles have to pay between 200 to 500 naira at the point of entrance before your car would be allowed to come into a filling station to buy fuel, which would still be sold between 950 and 1,000 naira per litre. The most annoying is where the fuel is being hawked in plastic containers in front of filling station. Is this the renewed hope that this administration promised Nigerians? May God deliver us." Temitope Onotoye from Ijagemo community sent that one. Christopher F. Young did send a message earlier and said, "Good morning, Sage and Fuad. God bless you guys. The new private jet to Mr. President, we agreed that it's the constitutional right of Mr. President for Nigerians to buy private jet for him, but we're saying at a time like this, it's not a good thing. Nigerians are hungry. People are dying, there is no food, and even if there's food, there's no money to buy it. The increase in passport, is this the right time for an increase? To me, I said the government wants to make money to take care of themselves while the citizens are at the mercy of poverty and hardship. I did not in any way support them, especially those that fly the Russian flag in Nigeria. But let us think about it. What is the difference between those that are using the dollar and in the country and those that are not using the naira? I think that's what you're trying to say. But then you say, let Ogun State government save Nigeria from this embarrassment. God bless Nigeria. Amen. I had to edit it, not because you said anything wrong, but I could barely understand some of the things that you were telling me there. Thank you so very much. Well, let's go to the phones now. Again, it's 2 minutes per person. 0913 6000 410. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Sunday. I'm calling from Kenya.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Fuad. My I just want to speak on oil, but I just want to make one important message. And what I'm about to say is that, you see, there is no system of government that is not good for any nation. But the most important thing is the character and caliber of people you have in the system and how the system is being operated with those people. That is what is most important. Not the system or the kind of system of government you run that is your problem. But that is running the character. That is where the issue is. And Nigeria as a country, we have a comparative advantage. And we know that one thing is most important for us, and which is our oil. And the oil needs refinery, needs infrastructure, needs an income to keep the people going. And we all know that this is our problem. Over the years, we've been crying for this thing to be fixed. That the government will be having the people will be having an individual who have been coming to the government has been our problem. And the worst of all is that the system is centralized in Abuja, FCT. Everything you do is FCT. And whereas you know that there is sovereignty in democracy, where you have a state, you have local government, everybody is independent. Why all these things are not operating the way it should be? Must it be the central site? No. So if you look at it, this is the caliber of the kind of system of government that we are running. It's not the policy itself, but the caliber of people we are having in the system. And that is why the comparative advantage is not working. And if it's not working, the people will suffer. Every side of the economy will suffer. And look at the level of our dollars. Look at the level of our naira.
Thank you for calling.
You are in your country, you are using dollars.
Thank you.
So if you look at all these things, we need our competitive advantage to be fixed.
Thank you so much for calling. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Austin calling from the state.
Okay.
Yeah, my issue is on the invitation of Jᴏɪᴜ by the police.
Okay.
So I'm not a fan of Jᴏɪᴜ because he has put us, those in that retired from PSA since 2013 in a tight corner. We haven't collected our money. But if they say that he has a question to answer, all those people that they said the world know that they are sponsoring Boko Haram, how many of them has the police published their name or call for interrogation? I don't know, I'm sorry to say this, whether they are victimizing some area of this country. We see things that are going wrong, and people have been calling that they should crucify Jero, that he has a question to answer. But all those people that are sponsoring Boko Haram, S-men, nobody made mention of them, and the police never invited them. My own is that let Ajero go and clear himself, and what I will see call on Nigeria to help us to ask Ajero what happened to our money. PSN retired staff since 2013. They said they are going to pay the remaining of our money since then. This is 11 years now.
we are still hoping that they will pay our money.
Wait, are you hoping that Joe Ajero pays you the money? Is that his responsibility, or you're saying you wish he would speak up more about the situation?
Is it the one of
the money you're talking about, the pension? You're saying
he is the secretary to the union during the privatization. When they said within 3 months they are going to pay the remaining balance of our money. This is 11 years. October is going to be 11 years. We are still hoping that they are going to pay the money.
Okay.
What they are fighting for now is that the union said they are going to collect 2% from each of the workers. When some of the workers carry them to court at Abuja, that they don't have right to take any money from any percentage from any of our money. Since then, we never hear anything. They will be promising they will pay this month, they will be paid before this, they will be paid before Christmas, they will be paid before New Year.
Okay.
Since then, till this hour.
Thank you.
So let us, you people should help us to beg him, because he was the one that stands for the workers when they were privatizing PSN.
Okay. That's what I was trying to understand, because, the placement, the way you situated the conversation was as if he was the one that was supposed to pay you the money, or he owed you the money. But then you're saying he was some sort of representative for you, and so you're hoping that he does more. I just needed you to clarify what you were saying, but thank you. We understand you now. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Madam Ifi, good morning.
Madam Ifi, how are you?
Hi.
I've been a big guy, that's why I've not been really calling,
Sorry.
I want to talk about Wike.
Okay.
Wike that said he's not going to leave PDP. Is that how to play politics? One leg there, one leg there. You're the other leg with PDP, you're using it to scatter everything that you have built in Rivers State for 8 years. Is that how to play politics? Wike has to be shown the way out of PDP, so that we will know how many people want to follow him, because we know he has fans. Those fans who want to follow him, that PDP, should go up him. Already it's an APC member. The word is using is scattering the whole place is from that party.
Madam Ifi,
if not for that party, he will not be that rich.
Madam Ifi, he did a court injunction before the start of all of this. That the party can't send him out of the party. You should check it.
Okay.
He does have protection from the court.
We will follow him to the court, even to Supreme level. But he has to leave that party before 2027. He cannot scatter that party. For what? Who is Wike? He's quarreling with everybody. Everybody in PDP is his enemy, except the hungry ones that are following him. Thank God for these new people. People like Tʀᴜɪᴜ cannot take that nonsense. It's what they will say in that reconciliation. In fact, we don't want to reconcile with Wike. Let Wike go. Let him go and work for the APC people, and let us see where he's landing to. But I'm sure he's going to leave APC in disgrace. I'm very sure. With this character, unstable character, he has started again talking about PDP. When he was with PDP, he was talking about Tinubu and Buhari. Now he has turned Buhari. Now he's talking about the other people at the other side. Continue. He has to show the way at Damagu. We don't want Damagu. It's an acting. We don't want any accident to get proper PDP chairman. Let us say this is our chairman. All these hungry people that are collecting $1 we don't want them.
Thank you for calling. Thank you so much. Hello. Good morning. Do you mind calling back? We can barely hear a word. It's really muffled. You might need to call us back. Hello. Good morning. Hello, you're live.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Thanks calling from Aja.
All right, welcome.
Yeah. I want to appreciate you and appreciate I like this very encouragement in advance. Really, what I want to say is no more concerning Ajero. Any issue that we will be facing now, it is secondary to me personally. But for the fact that the president of Nigerian Labour Congress did his hand into politics, identified. I was in a national television where they invited some big guns of some political parties to NLC meeting. It is uncalled for. You are only for the worker, for the interest of the worker. But if you have shown that party for a particular party, I am telling you, there is no way, that will not haunt you till you leave that office. That is the problem. And I want to join my voice with others that are saying it is a personal issue. NFA should not plunge us into another, but presently, as somebody in the hospital now, I'm telling you, I'm just praying that they will not go on strike. The issue of this way, we are just coming out of it. They started is another thing. They will shut down the grid. It is the Nigerians. And who are they now protecting the NLC? It is they are fighting us from all grounds, from all from all fronts. I'm telling you, the political class are fighting us. The people, the labor union are fighting us. The civil society, they are fighting us. Who will deliver Nigeria society? Nigerian masses.
Thank you for calling.
Who will deliver Nigerian masses?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful day. Thank you so very much for calling. 0913-60000410. It is Open Mic Thursday here on Mainland Focus. We're giving you an opportunity, 2 minutes for each person to discuss whatever story they find to be most pressing to them. Now, if the phone lines are jammed and you're unable to get through, you can send a WhatsApp message and you can reach us via our streaming platform, Facebook and on YouTube as well. The phone line is 0913-60000410. For WhatsApp or text message, the number is 0913-60000430. Our streaming platform, Facebook and YouTube, is Mainland 98.3 FM. But more specifically on Facebook, is facebook.com/Mainland 98.3 FM. Let's take more phone calls. Hello.
Morning to you, Sheikh. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. Good morning. Welcome.
Talking about this Wike should leave PDP like Madam Ivory Johnson. Fan was a governor, was a senator, and that position of PDP chairmanship belongs to the North Central. It should be big to him when Ayu left, and then Damago should be his own deputy chairman, not. And we should have our own deputy chairman south. Although the man in the south from Ibadan has been so quiet because it belongs to the sixth governor that rebelled during the election. So all these things should be put in place for PDP to stand on its own, so that Damagon is being influenced by Wike, and Wike his games are over now. He should leave the PDP or let PDP have their own way. We are going to court, yes. The injunction he got is not perpetual injunction. All injunctions have their life in law. They have life, not perpetual, not forever lasting. No, it has expired. They should examine that and then deal with him the way it should be dealt with. Then coming to Ajero issue. Ajero, the allegation was so weighty, very weighty, that and they came on here to say that it's not the person, it's one of the tenants in the house, in the labor house. Why should now use legal hit to now say that he's committing a principal felony? No, that is why the other labor people should react, because action and reaction are equal and opposite.
Thank you,
and drastic situation demand drastic action. It is becoming intimidation.
Thank you so much.
To raid the house, like you are inviting the leader of the house.
Thank you for calling, Engineer Nee. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Turn down the volume on your radio, Comrade Kuboko.
Master Tဃᴜ Koboko, I greet you. Sister, I want to tell you that my open mic is they are trying to technically and sociologically and philosophically incapacitated level. Just that was shouting was at the Tinubu on the night of July. And they tell them to all world that they are not participating in protest. They are not trying to witch hunt him. Like say we are in Nazis or in cannibal country. It is not good. You see, those Nigerians that we are calling, I read their opinion. I want to never to shut down. I want to about to shut down. I want everything to shut down. If they are not accurate, it is because of the police that was the issue of Nigerian youth that they kill Nigerian youth in the Lekki October 2020. Why can't the police in Lagos? Malami carry 400 from WဃÇoᴅ left. Out of 220 million Nigerians, nobody is talking. Sᴏᴜ is celebrating the whole Nigeria, nobody is adopting it. And the police usually go and break labor that they are looking for incriminating of terrorism, of sedition, of manslaughter. No, not the only cyber criminals. No, they should add it, manslaughter, manhandling, sedition, and arson too. Did I hear me?
Yes.
They are withholding us, and it was us to stop them. Nobody withholding when they.
Oh, I guess you ran out of airtime. You still have about 30 seconds actually, Comrade Koboko. If you'd like to use it or you'd like to send a text message, you can do that. Let's pause on calls for a bit and take WhatsApp messages, all right? We have on WhatsApp here, hello Mainland FM. The governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, after a peaceful protest that was recorded in Lagos, said his office is open to everyone for dialogue. And on this note, we the people of Ijagamo community are using this medium to express our gratitude to the governor for bringing back the contractor handling the Ijagamo road construction under Iba local council development area after several months that the road project has been abandoned. We want to appeal to the governor to please ensure that the contractor stays to finish the construction of the drainages and road, especially from Ojo-Odo bus stop going inward Ijagamo community. Finally, it is glaring that the anti-people policies of this present administration is deliberate, following the increase in the rate of obtaining a Nigerian passport. To me, it's an attempt to hold people down from traveling abroad, even when the country's economy is in a terrible situation. This is unfair. God bless Nigeria. Temitope Onotoye from Ijagamo community. All right. Thank you. We have here, good morning, Fuad and Babalola. Togo is owing us electricity money and they're using light 247, while we, the owner of the light, cannot even boast of 10 hours. Can you see how we're suffering for someone else's enjoyment? Omo Eleron Tonje Gungun. All right, Olatunde from Ayobo, thank you very much for your message. We have another message here. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. Everything Nigerian citizen is supposed to enjoy with less cost is increasing day by day. President Tinubu's led government is responsible. Today, passport fee has increased when people have not even recovered from the fuel increment. Electricity tariff has been increased as well. Custom duties. The question in the mind of average Nigerian is, where is all of these money going to? ASU is threatening to strike because of a lack of funding. The doctors are traveling out because of a lack of funding in public hospitals. The NLC is complaining because of poor take-home salaries. The masses are suffering of hardship and hunger. In the mix of all of this, President Tinubu bought a new aircraft and a new car for himself. The Chinese a week ago seized Nigeria's aircraft. Today, the same Chinese placed Nigeria's building for sale in Liverpool under this administration. It is a shame to the once giant of Africa. President Tinubu should come back from France to solve the problem of petrol scarcity that Nigeria is passing through, because he is the Minister of Petroleum. Benjamin from Shogunle there with a message on our WhatsApp platform. More messages here. Achogba Solomon. Achogba Solomon says Nigerians are wailing now on Ogun State and Chinese company, but we've all forgotten that when some of us were shouting about the clueless Buhari romance with the Chinese government and companies, they were bringing it to the fore how this same Chinese government had taken national asset of some African countries, and Tinubu, based on his promise to continue from where Buhari stopped, is still mortgaging the future of Nigeria with more borrowings and contracts that does not even make sense. As for Wike and the PDP, the party leaders should continue playing. Wike is playing what they call in my place, food where hen no fit chop, it go scatter am. He go finish the part for his oga. You say, I pray Nigeria not fall into Tinubu and APC's hand in 2027. Nigerians are truly tired. Tinubu and APC have really started with you. All right, Solomon, thank you for your message. Let me do 2 more messages before I go back to the phones. We have here, good morning, Mainland Radio. The opaque and the semantics and false technical tables presented by Mele Kyari and his cohorts as reports where he claimed federal government was owing NNPCL and a debt of almost 4 trillion is highly embarrassing. It's misleading and it is unacceptable. The federal government will still have to look for 1 trillion naira to balance up. It has now shown clearly that subsidy has gone nowhere. The money being used to augment fuel secretly, they're just using different vocabularies. They are saying intervention, shortfall, under recovery, etc., and it has messed up everything. We have long queues in the country due to non-availability of petroleum product. The president and the minister of petroleum for state have been globe-trotting all over the world. The almighty Mele Kyari has the temerity to travel to Saudi Arabia for lesser Hajj, leaving all of us to face this crisis and shenanigans that was created by all their actions. There's always a day of accountability. God Deo. Alhaji Rami Olisa from Palm Avenue in Mushin is the author of that message. Let's take phone calls. Hello. Yes. Good morning. Sir, I need you to turn down your radio. There's a feedback. All right. Thank you.
John from Oba.
Welcome.
Yes, I want to talk about the issue of article that is said about the president mortgaging the future of Nigeria. Well, if it is true, just like what I said, there is a day of reckoning. Because the board members of most of these companies, the ones that are listed here, Wale, Sheyi, I think, by extension, the Aloja, I think one day we will all leave this planet Earth now. There's nothing we take home to heaven. We should consider, they should consider us now, the poor ones, that they should leave something for us now. That is one. 2. About the issue of Ajeru, honestly, this is not the right time for the police to begin to quiz Ajeru or invite him. If Ajeru has committed any offense, they should have waited. Are you with me? Hello?
Go ahead, you're on.
They should have waited for they should have delayed this. I have been saying this so that not to hit up the politics. Let us even say Ajeru is guilty of all the counts they have alleged that he has committed. They should have waited for some time now. Let this issue of protest, whatever, go, because there's no way people will read minutes to read that, okay, it's because he has been protesting, he has been, so that's why they are arresting him, or they had wanted to arrest him. They should have waited. And there's no way you can separate Ajeru from politics and his position as an SLS leader. All they should do is wait a bit for them to invite him, maybe next year, when the gentleman has done that, so that they will rid of the politics. That's what they should have done, honestly, and keep on surveillance on him. That's what they should have done. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
My name is Robert. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Go forward. Anywhere you be. Good morning, sir. My open mind is that this our Nigeria that we call our own, all of us, I believe nobody have it more than any other person. But if you look at it since, let me start from 1999, that Obata this oil issue has been a problem to us in this country, despite the fact that we have crude here. And just imagine, Nigeria does not have crude. Maybe most of us will have been sleeping. You understand? In our own country. So we have oil and we are still suffering. We cannot eat. People cannot get jobs. Look at countries like Saudi Arabia now. Even this small media here, when Gaddafi was there, you know how their citizens used to enjoy. A whole big country like this, we don't have a single refinery. One government will come, it will just play there. After 8 years, another one will come again. The other day, somebody called on this issue. I say we have transactional leaders. People that have interest in their personal pocket rather than the pocket of others. I'm just imagining what this thing is. I don't see really what a whole government have Why should not you be a problem for us for God? Eh? Look at it. Look at the people are suffering. Somebody Buhari came straight, not do anything about our man now is there, the Jagaba is here. You know, traveling by jet there is what people are suffering. Only God knows maybe we would have one. They are depending on that way. The family are still that good honorary result by Nigeria.
Thank you for calling.
Okay.
Have a great day. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Yeah, Peter Omonse from Shogulu.
All right.
Sister said, do you know that what pains somebody most is that when somebody that is beating you, is torturing you, will be telling you, I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing it's enjoying, or you have a house girl, go out, you touch when they don't know, she's enjoying. I'm referring to somebody who came up this morning to tell us the prices of goods have come down. In other words, that Nigerians are now rejoicing. I wanted him to be specific and tell me whether plantain is not among the food commodities that we are supposed to be eating. Whether groundnut, can you buy groundnut these days again? No 15 naira groundnut again, no 100 naira, they tie it from 200 naira. So that's not food. Or you are telling me that the loaf of bread that sometimes 900, then 1,002, now 1,003, the day before yesterday 1,005, and some loaves of bread are selling for 2,000. So bread is not, is it yam? You see, because they decided, they took an oath, I don't know with who, that they must come and torture Nigerians and disgrace Nigeria. That's why they refuse to look at where Nigerians are suffering. How can somebody come and, is he not living in Nigeria? Does he not have people who tell him what they are going through in the market? That means to them, if you like, go and die. We are enjoying. Tinubu is buying new aircraft for how much? And Nigerians are suffering. And we were told that we had to canoe jet. A district head died in Sokoto, in bandit den. 3 soldiers are still somewhere and from Nigerians. And the security operatives cannot go there and fish them out. They are going for Jero. And then I just pray for Jero that the police will not have planted any exhibit to rope him. I'm praying for him that God will see him through. It's not about Ajero, it's about the office of Nigeria Labour Congress. Because Ajero today, Ajero will not be there tomorrow. I want to finalize with the words of Oga Fuad. Nothing lasts forever. And I sing this song for them. No condition is permanent in this world.
Thank you, Mr.
No.
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from Kitu.
Sir, do you mind speaking up?
Hello, I'm calling from Kitu. My name is Samuel.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, I want to react to what Atiku said in today's newspaper.
Okay.
Atiku is just echoing what I've been saying on this platform. I've said it times with that number that Lagos State is in the pocket of Asiwaju that is trying to replicate what he has done to Lagos State at the federal level. It's very different between what I've been saying and what Atiku has just said now. Concerning the Tinubu, when the problem of Rivers State started, we don't want the Fᴜဃᴜ said. Fᴜဃᴜ said that Wike requested for 1/4 of allocation of Rivers State. And that is exactly what is happening in Lagos State. I've said it first with that number that how did Tinubu manage to finance it? It has never happened in Nigeria. Sponsor its presidential ambition. We have repeatedly been saying we have entered one chance. The earlier you Nigerians that did that we have entered one chance, the better. The issue is that quality they go down to all my leaders. They have ceased, they have started, they put our assets for sale in Paris or where. Nigeria is being put for sale. You have entered into one chance. There's nobody will deliver you except God.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Let's move to Facebook and take messages. Unwachuku Kennedy Chinedu says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Wike ruling out reconciliation with Fubara is laughable and it's hilarious. It's a clear indication that he has ulterior motive against Fubara. But nonetheless, Wike should know that man pass man, and he should equally know that he has gradually dug his own political career down as well. So whether reconciliation or not, Fubara is fully in charge of Rivers' affair, and the people of Rivers Nigerians are solidly behind him, so there's no shaking. Also, the increase of passport fees by Nigeria government as want to cut costs for mainland FM. All right, thank you very much. Joshua Andover says, good morning, Sage. If you ask me, I don't pity Joe Ajero, the NLC chairman, and they should not even try to go on strike. When we all agreed to go out on the street and protest against bad governance, the NLC distanced themselves from it. So also, we will distance ourselves from them in their time of trouble. Joshua Andover on Facebook there with a message. Alabama Ade also says, good morning. I just want to greet you all. I'm tired of the country. There's hardly any good news. Alabama Ade, thank you very much. Chochukwu Adele Thompson on Facebook says, good morning. Joe Ajero's leadership strategies gave Nigerian workers 70,000 naira minimum wage. Therefore, the people should now rally around him to fight off these police invitations. Nothing should happen to him. Chochukwu Adele Thompson from Obanikoro sent that particular message. You can keep the messages coming in on Facebook at Mainland 98.3 FM or streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube as well. We still have time to take as many messages as possible. If you'd rather call, you can still do so. 0913-6000-410. I'll take a few WhatsApp messages, right? And then I'll be back to the phones. Let's rotate it like that so everyone has a voice in the conversation. I'm doing a few WhatsApp messages now, and we have here from Victor Aloy in Ikeja. Victor says, good morning to Mainland FM crew in the studio. It's very, very unfortunate that within a short period of time, Nigeria has derailed to a very pitiable and disgraceful level. Is Alhaji Atiku Abubakar saying anything new? No, he has just stated the obvious truth, which all of us know, except we want to deceive ourselves. I saw all of these shenanigans playing today as they were coming. That is why I'm never disappointed by this administration. It's too many failures and fumbling and wombling outings. We all know how the state of Lagos became bankrupt under his watch as the Governor General, using his private companies, making Lagos the most indebted state in Nigeria. Today, he's replicating the same in the federal since he captured power as the president. But one thing I know is that everything in life has an expiry date. We shall all see all of this in the fullness of time. Victor Aloy Igboke from Ikeja. Well, just to put that out there, Lagos might be the most indebted state, but they're also the state with the most internally generated revenue. I just wanted to put that out there. Thank you very much for your message. We have here, good morning Mainland FM. We should just wait for Tinubu to waste his 4 years like Buhari did. Do you know how many tractors that money will buy for our farmers? And why is Tinubu the Minister of Petroleum? Engineer Boni from Alimosho with questions. All right, thank you very much. Still on WhatsApp, we have here, hello Mainland FM. My name is Prince from Ojualaba, Lagos. Thanks to the gentleman in the studio. That's Fuad. He says you're doing a wonderful job at disseminating information to the public. Thank you. You go further to say that on the refineries, I heard in the grapevine that the government-owned refineries may not work in years to come. Please, can you verify? The best bet now is for these public refineries to be sold to consultants or institutions that have the funds and the technical know-how to run such gigantic entities. Government can at most have a little stake or profit in the operation. The government is not and can never be good businessmen. Reason being that there is endemic corruption embedded in the civil service. Believe me, we Nigerians will no longer take it lightly with non-performing government or administration. Dangote Refinery and other local refineries must work. They must be functional, they must be effective and run at full capacity. Otherwise, we will be out in the streets to take back our country. When will Nigeria take examples of countries like the Asian tigers and others, like Singapore, etc.? Our past leaders are few, and the existing ones came together yesterday in Abuja only to pass a vote of confidence. Prince Ojo Alaba from Lagos, thank you very much. We have here, good morning guys in the studio. My name is Prince from Fagba. Please, is Nigeria owing China money? And if we're owing them, how much is it? Because I wonder if a private company in China can hold Nigeria to ransom. How about the country itself? So there was some sort of arrangement between the Ogun State government and a Chinese firm, and they decided to invoke the law, and so the judgment was in favor of this particular Chinese firm. The Chinese government has distanced themselves from the arrangement. So earlier, we had a court who allowed for the Chinese to seize some of our assets, which included some planes in our presidential fleets. Now, successfully, we've been able to acquire one of those planes from them. But then we also have buildings in Liverpool that the Chinese have decided to put up for sale. They're selling it to get back the money that was awarded to them as a result of the court judgment. So what we're doing right now is trying to seek some sort of injunction of some kind for a stay of execution, or everyone return to status quo whilst we seek other options like diplomacy, arrangement with the Chinese firm, some sort of out-of-court settlement, etc., etc. So that's the situation with Ogun State and the Chinese government, and well, by extension, the entire nation of Nigeria. Let me take one more message. We have, good morning, Sage and Fuad. My submission is on the issue of the Nigerian passport increment. This Baba wants to kill us. What's so special that they're doing to increase the price? He actually comes to power to make Nigeria see hell. May God deliver us from these leaders. I'm generous from Shomolu. All right. Thank you very much for your opinion. It's back to the phones. Hello.
Hello, Baba.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Alhaji.
Welcome.
Yes, straight to the point. On the issue of Atiku, as our former vice president of this country, has no moral, no mouth able to comment or to say anything contrary to Tinubu. These are, philanthropic politicians who jump from one party to another because of their selfish interest. But let me tell you something. I remember the late governor of Kano. What's his name? I will still remember his name. He made mention to us. He said, Nigeria, what is left for us after that time when this man was first president? It's only central bank. And that was his grudge when what Obasanjo has with him. Because he confirmed most of the government property to the agency. So what moral right did he have to be to even be talking about? If it's another, we will not even talk, not himself. So that's why I call them philanthropic politicians, jumping from one party to another because of their selfish interest. They should be ashamed of themselves. They are the people that put us into this mess. Well, on the issue of subsidy, now, if you follow what is going on in the US based on their election, they are concentrating on the middle class people. How life is going to be, convenient for them. So why not in Nigeria? Who mess up our country is their like. Right from the one of a democracy, the middle class has not been enjoying it. Is the airline. The airlines are the ones that put us into this mess. And I know one day, if for Jonah, there's so many days for Jonah, one day for Jonah. They will not go free. Those people that mess this country up, this is a better country. Where Nigeria is supposed to be proud of. We are blessed with so many things. But these people, because of their selfish interest, they mess it up. They will never have rest.
Oh, I mean that's too far. Come on, that's way too far. Let's not do that. Okay, you've done a wonderful job so far. Please, we don't appreciate comments like that one. Thank you so much for calling, though. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. The volume on your radio, please. Hello.
Yeah.
Turn down the volume on your radio when you call, please. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Can I go ahead?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, Prince Wise. Yes.
Yes, I'm the one.
Okay.
See, for me, I love what you do. Yes, you can criticize. That's the work of opposition. But you debate about making this to me is no. If the past leader, whether you're president, you're first president, that will say,
Prince Wise, it's a lot of noise in your background. If you can move, it would help us both.
Okay, I'll call you back.
All right, please, if you can. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello, Sage. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Mr. Jim calling from Abade Junction.
All right, welcome.
My regards to Fuad.
Okay.
So there is one situation that I would want to be addressed, especially in the public domain. I want Fuad to educate us. Like some years back, why responding to the question shared fielded to him by American journalist Jonathan, former president, was asked, why was your one of your ministers money meant to purchase weapons stolen and cleared? Jonathan was saying it was actually used to purchase all the weapons that he left for Buhari while leaving office. there was it that money was shared because FCK with so many land. We want to know because somebody raised that point yesterday that Jonathan was actually the one that gave somebody 2.something billion. That money was, a share that he didn't do anything. But Jonathan was saying that he cannot know, he don't know anything, but saying that money was here, he said it's far from the truth. So I want to educate public because they have finished Nigeria with lies. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, make it back if that was you. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, let me see. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Tʀᴇ Joshua calling from Butimeta.
Welcome.
Yeah, sorry, Sage, I want to ask you, are you any update about this Lagos Coastal Road, Calabar Coastal Road?
So far, so good. The execution is still ongoing. So, update us what more money remitted,
like how many
progress of the. We can have a conversation about that probably on the situation room. We can talk about that and have somebody come give us some sort of update on it.
Because it's our project and we need to know at least because some of all these guys, all these YouTubers, that go there and try to capture some all this army. They are pursuing them. So for now, I've not been able to get some relevant data about the project, but that particular project is going to be a landmark. See, I will mobilize for Tinubu, and so Wike should help me pepper them. I love what the Wike is doing. Pepper these PDP people. They don't want to learn. They allow their popular candidates, their future candidates will be so they just allow all of them to run away and they will divide your vote. 2027 is going to be a smooth run as far as these people are still divided. You understand? It's going to be a pure easy run for President Tinubu. My fear is just that this 2027 I see money flying everywhere. We should try to look for a way to prevent these politicians from they are spending so much. We should not expect anything from them. All this one we are crying every day. We should not expect anything from. In fact, they are even still trying. They are giving us Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, student loan and all that. In fact, on a good day, they should not be doing anything because we allow them to spend too much. Too much. That is what we should be looking for now. To buy ordinary councillor form from party. Billions. Ordinary chairman, you spend almost billions. How do you expect them to recover this money? Talk about the allowances, office allowance, kitchen allowances and all that. It will not even be up to that particular amount they spend on election.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day. Hello.
Thank you, my dearest Baba. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you made it back. Go ahead.
I have to see your other continuity of that time.
Yeah.
You see, I say, Atiku, Obi, Kakato, and we talk on the radio, you have to right to criticize the ruling party to do Nigeria better. But when you come to former past president, it's a notable name in this country who has been ever for here. I know first time of Fᴜဃᴜsᴜ, the economic condition was a handover to Atiku. That period, they send a lot of our assets. That's why the people are making money. We have the money today. Now, we don't have light, no good road, no stable electricity. How to date? The refinery we are talking about today, what they have just done with it, nothing happens in there. This democracy that started by ᴜᴜ, that is a charge is supposed to lay the foundation. All the economy will be built upon it, then nothing happens. As you are due today, you should not touch our money, but you must work for Nigeria. If it want to, no one will not before acquire, let him work. It should be a different way. What about the road against our people today? If our people don't go to court against what you have done against me, I don't think our people have a massive talk about it. When we talk of decency, we talk of honesty, we talk of no corruption. Now, the damage to his reputation. For me, it's enough, but if you want to criticize, you are very welcome. And finally, if she calls to go out of this country, you have to call all the northern leader, traditional ruler, regional leader, the notable leader in the north to see that table and put a question before them.
Do you want insecurity to go away from your region? If they say yes, I'm military will do the job. But if they say no, they don't answer. To me, insecurity is going to not. I don't think it will come to an end. It's very successful. Good morning to you, my dearest age.
Good morning, Prince Wise. Hello. Hello. All right. We're actually out of time, by the way. But let's see if we can sneak this in before we read messages. Hello.
Madam Sweet, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah. One of my friends, what?
He's good.
Yeah, this is Barrister Peter Oku. I'm calling from Mende, Maryland.
All right, Barrister Peter, please go on.
Yes. On today's open mic, I want to talk about the state of the nation. You see, the way this country is being run by this present APC government. Nigerians, I'm strongly advising that every Nigerian must buckle up to free himself from bondage. Because what is going on now, as a lawyer, I'm very, very sure that the average Nigerian citizen is in bondage. And when you're in bondage, nobody can free you except yourself. This APC government lacks sincerity. I must say it. Because the present president, Mr. Bola Tinubu, with all due respect, I know him very well since the time he was governor of Lagos State. The problem he has is that it's what you call conflict of interest. You know, as a president, and then again, the Minister of Petroleum, he has to choose one, you know, because he owns Oando Petroleum, which was formerly Unipetrol. When he bought it, he was governor of Lagos State at that. And then his brother, Wale Tinubu, now became the MD of Oando.
That's what Atiku said. So he says Wale has a 49% share there. But Atiku never said anything about it being owned by the president. So I don't know where your information is coming from.
I'm aware of that because I was secretary to the privatization committee.
Okay, if you say so, that's easy.
Yes,
but I don't have information on that.
Okay, what you try to investigate, I cannot come to the air and make bogus accusations.
Okay, well, there's really no time for us to have that conversation any further. We're out of time, but thank you very much for calling. Well, we can speak on the statements that have been attributed to the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, which was reported in the Guardian newspaper. So all of these allegations are according to you. And like I said, there's nowhere in the paper that verifies that the president purchased Oando. That's according to you. The only thing that the paper tells us is that Wale Tinubu has some 49% shares in that station. So I just needed to put that out there so we're not confused, or this statement is not attributed to Mainland FM. Let's just finish by taking some of the messages that we've gotten so far. We have, good morning Mainland FM. This is Michael from Alimosho. The issue with the Airbus jet is just that our president wants to show the world and the people he's leading that the money is there to throw around. Imagine buying a 14-year-old jet to replace a well-maintained 19-year-old one. At least the government would have swapped it with a new with the old one and added the little money for it. Okay, thank you, Michael, for your message. We have a message here. Top of the morning, Sage and Fuad. Some of the basic qualities of a good political leader are patriotism, empathy, sensitivity, selflessness, accountability, sincerity, integrity, truthfulness, trustworthiness, etc., to mention a few. But so pathetically, this crop of Nigerian political leaders are not only egregiously bereft of these qualities, but also they are the epitome of everything negative negative and contrary to these virtues. And that explains why Nigeria is in the mess that it is right now. And the worst is yet to come, with these depraved hands still driving the country. Perhaps the federal government should apply the same formula Babayo Ononuga in justifying the purchase of a new presidential jet, in spite of the telling hardship in building a brand new modern refinery for Nigeria, since the moribund ones have gulped tens of trillions on mere maintenance over the several years without any result benefiting Nigerians. No doubt, see finish they worry our Nigerian rulers. But God save Nigeria. Thank you, Sage, as always. My name is Leke from Alimosho. Leke, thank you very much for your message. We have here, good morning, Sage Babalola. As we touch light the lawmakers' allowances, we also need to touchlight the CBN governors and deputies. Their housing allowance is allegedly around $1 billion annually. What about their travel allowances? With all of this, they still do their shady deals and continually suck us dry. Olatunde from Ayobo. Okay. Well, allegedly, like you said. We have on Facebook, Oluwafe says, good morning, Sage. You're doing well with the way you moderate the program. Thank you. Ajero doesn't have immunity. He should submit himself to security agents for interrogation. Instead of behaving as if he's above the law, he should face the trial like other Nigerians. Ajero can avoid any lawyer in I think you mean afford, I guess. Can afford any lawyer in Nigeria as of today. And labor leaders cannot compare to ordinary Nigerians. Why can't the police invite them before they arrest them? Okay, thank you very much. This is all the contributions we can take, actually. I was trying to squeeze in one more message, but we're out of time. Thank you so very much. For all of you whose messages I could not read, please forgive me. There's really no time. We race against the clock from the minute we turn on the microphone. But as always, I appreciate your desire to participate on every single conversation that we have on radio. And thankfully, this is not the end of it. Conversation goes all through the various programs that we have for you. As a matter of fact, by 4 p.m. today, we would have Fᴜᴜᴜs Akinode on the airwaves, also talking about nation building, talking about policies that have been made, talking about politics, talking about our electoral system, and also giving you an opportunity to speak on these matters as well. So stay with us all through the day as we spend time giving you information as you require. My name is Sage Babalola. This is still Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. The conversation continues at about 10:15. Would have Creative Nigeria. This is a program that, just like the name indicates, highlights all of the many creativities, all of the many virtues and resources that we can tap into as the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and hopefully retain and earn our title as the giant of Africa. It's Mainland FM. Don't go anywhere.